Yeah, hey, we just found out a couple hours ago that Adrian's done for the year. So yeah, it's Logan Smothers time, whether you like it or not. At least you get at least everybody knows that who to prepare for, at least on the Iowa side.
So it's not Harburg. It's definitely
That's Logan Smothers. Yeah,
okay.
yep. So he'll take the reins, and he played a handful of snaps against Michigan State. So yeah, it's his turn to kind of get his ears wet, what we like to say, and see what he can do running a Power Five Big Ten team.
These are some of my more enjoyable shows when I can take two of the shows that I already do and smash them together and then let you guys just mix it up, because I get to talk to Greg every week. I get to talk to Corey every week. So you guys can have at it when it comes to this matchup between the Hawkeyes and the Huskers and the rivalry, certainly since they've joined the Big Ten. And I will raise my hand if I have any questions.
Well, the first question I want to ask you, Greg, and it's in regards to Adrian Martinez, because I think this is a question I've seen in the chat, and it's a question I asked when that news first broke. My first question is, why would you give that? Why would you show that hand if you're Scott Frost? What's the point of coming out and saying that on Monday?
That's a good question, Corey, because you know what? I'll go back. And I don't know if you were watching the Nebraska-Wisconsin game or not,
Yep.
but I'll go back to that, and because Adrian Martinez didn't come out there for the final half a minute of the first half of the game, and the commentators on TV were starting to speculate if he was hurt or not. And they asked Scott Frost before he went into the locker room if he said Adrian, if he can play, he'll play. And to me, that sounded like he was just BSing with them because there wasn't anything wrong with him. But apparently, yeah, he got hurt in the first half of that Wisconsin game, and he is tough as nails, and he came out and he finished the game. So yeah, I mean, if I'm trying to beat a rival that you haven't beaten in a long time, I'd probably keep that a little closer to the vest. But I think when I think about it, he's just being fair to Adrian. Because Adrian's really, he's laid it out there on the line for this team year in and year out. He plays banged up all the time, and he's still a very, very productive quarterback. So I think it was just trying to be upfront and fair, and because obviously Adrian Martinez did not come out today at his usual Monday press conference slot.
Sure.
So everybody kind of knew something must have been up. So yeah, that was a question to Coach Frost, and to me, I think it's just fair for the family and everybody involved just to get it out in the open, because obviously, it's noticed if Adrian Martinez is not around. So
Sure.
I think that first and foremost, I think that's why he brought that out.
And I understand that being fair to Adrian and all he's given to that program. I said the same thing about Kirk 2 weeks ago heading into the Minnesota game. Why divulge the fact that you're starting Alex Padilla? Why not keep Minnesota guessing? It worked out for Iowa, and it may work out for Nebraska this week.
It might. You never know, because there's not much film out there on Logan Smothers, right, as you know. The most I've seen out of Logan Smothers was 2 years ago when I went down to Muscle Shoals, Alabama, and covered in one of his home games when he was a senior in high school. So obviously playing against a little bit different competition there, and you've seen him for a couple years in the spring game and stuff, and now the game's his. I mean, the team is his now, so we'll see what he can do. And he was impressive when he was a high school player, and I think everybody knows here that has paid much attention to the program. He's probably a better running quarterback than he is a passing quarterback at this point of his career, but that's obviously something that he's been working on diligently for the last couple of years, and has gotten a lot better with his accuracy and just his overall arm strength since he's been in Lincoln. So Yeah, I'm excited for Logan and his family. His dad's a coach there. He's the offensive coordinator there at Muscle Shoals, and Shane, he's going to get his chance to see Logan, show his stuff against a pretty darn good defense, and we'll let the chips fall where they may on Friday.
And Greg, we know that Nebraska 2 years ago, they used both McCaffrey and Martinez against Iowa, and I think they did that throughout the year more. I mean, that wasn't just a one-game occurrence. Am I correct in saying that?
Yeah, they had packages in there for Luke McCaffrey, to get him involved in every game. Maybe not always at the quarterback spot, but yeah, he was a part of that offense. On a game basis, he had a package for him. So
obviously they're not afraid. I mean, Scott's been not afraid to use more than one quarterback in general. That's why I wondered the difference between Smothers. I know nothing about either guy, but Smothers and Harburg, do they have different skill sets to where you could potentially see both guys on Friday?
You might. Say they struggle with Logan. I wouldn't be surprised to see Heinrich Harburg come in. But yeah, Heinrich's a much bigger. He's more of a pro style guy.
Okay.
He's a bigger statue guy. He's 6'5". He's a big guy. And he's got a cannon. I mean, he's got a live arm. And he's surprisingly athletic for his size too. I mean, he actually last year in high school he actually was gunner on the punt team for his high school. So yeah, he can run. But no, his strengths are throwing the ball, and I would think if you see Heinrich Harburg in there, I think the playbook shrinks a little bit. You take away some of those design quarterback runs if Heinrich Harburg's in the game. But I think, Logan Smothers has a lot of the same skill sets as Adrian Martinez does. So I don't think you're going to see any limitations out of the offense, out of the playbook at all. And that's why Smothers is the man to take over the job right now.